fundamentals tutorial. We'll be going over casting, and we're not auditioning for any film roles, by the way. In Java, casting is to assign a value, a variable with a primitive data type to another value of another data type. There are two types of casting in Java. There's upcasting, or also called widening casting, and downcasting, also called narrowcasting. In upcasting, it converts a smaller data type, such as a short or int data type, to a larger data type, such as a double data type. And this is done automatically by the compiler, so the programmer doesn't have to explicitly make the code to do the upcasting. And as you can see here, the upcasting order goes from, and these are numbers, by the way, number data types. So you have the upcasting order, and it goes from smallest to largest. So byte, then short, then followed by char, then int, then long, then float, then finally double data type. So here we have an example of number of donuts variable. It's equal to 1000. So now we have a double variable. This gets assigned that integer variable, which is number of donuts, which is 1000. So the output, when we output this to the command line, it'll output as 1000.0 with the decimal at the end. And we can confirm this in the Eclipse IDE. So here in the Eclipse IDE, we have two variables. One's an integer and one's a double. So first, we're going to put in our integer variable, which is number of donuts. And we're going to equal to 1000, which is certainly a lot of donuts. Then we're going to have a double variable. So this will be number of donuts using double. Not quite creative with the variable names, but anyways, I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to do. So this gets assigned the number of donuts integer variable. And then we're going to output this number of donuts using double. So this variable right here to the command line. First, let's output both of them. This is so that you see the comparison. So first, we're going to output the number of donuts. Then we're going to output the number of donuts using double. Then we're going to run this program. And as you see here, we have the integer, which is number of donuts, and the double, which uses upcasting, which I don't have to explicitly put in the code, is a double and has the decimal. So that's just a simple example of upcasting. Downcasting converts a larger data type, such as a long, to a smaller data type, such as a byte. So this has to be explicitly done by the programmer, and all you have to do is just append the data type surrounded in parentheses after the assignment operator. And the downcasting order is basically the opposite of the upcasting. So we have an example right here with the temperature in Fahrenheit, which is 96.3 degrees. And keep in mind this decimal, by the way, you'll see what happens. So the integer, we're going to take an integer variable, and then we're going to cast it. So this is how you cast it. You, in the parentheses after the assignment operator, you put this data type, which is an integer, in front of the variable name, which was assigned here. And we're going to test it out in the code, but basically when you assign a double to an integer, or when you downcast from a double to an integer, the decimal gets cut off, because of course integers don't have decimal. So first we'll comment this out. And then we have our double temperature in degrees is equal to 96.3. And then we have our integer temperature converted to int is equal to 100 degrees. Then we're going to output both of those variables. You'll see what I mean exactly. We're converted to int. Then we're going to run this program. And as you can see here, we have our double variable that gets outputted in 96.335. See here in the code. And then when we cast that from a double to an int, we see that we have 96 as a number, but it drops the decimals because, of course, integers don't have decimals. So that's generally a quick example of downcasting. So our assignment for casting, we have 4 questions, and they're all pretty basic. I'm sure you'll be able to get all of them. So our casting assignment, these are all relatively simple. I'm sure you'll be able to get all of them. So number 1, does upcasting have to be done by the programmer, or is it automatically done by the compiler? Number 2, what type of characters does a data type have to be surrounded with cast a value? Number 3, what happens when you cast what was originally a double data type into an integer or a short data type? Number 4, write a statement that converts from a double with the value of 129 to a byte. What result do you receive? And make sure you put your answers in the comment section just so I can evaluate it. It's also good, so you can show off your work to the world. If this video was of any value to you, then please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.